Good morning, everyone. Today we're checking out a brand new video from Prog Magic of making a mushroom Pokemon of every type. Now that's actually one he hasn't done before. And honestly, I can only think of about maybe two mushroom Pokemon in total. Poison and Fairy. And that's it. I honestly can't think of any other. So let's hop in.
Mushrooms! Autumn is definitely in the air, and I know all my cottagecore lovers are feeling it too. So to help set the mood before Old Man Winter serves us a shot of Depresso, let's make some new fungus among us with a mushroom Pokemon.
Wait, what? Okay, I'll give you that. He does look mushroom styled, but he's not mushroom. Like, this is a mushroom, that's a mushroom. These are infected with mushrooms. Mushroom, big mushroom. He's just a rock that happens to look mushroom-like. But then again, it's your video, so do whatever, Brandon.
Pokemon of every type. Hey everyone, Brandon here. We currently have 8 types
man.
occupied by existing mushroom Pokemon, which leaves 10 types to be filled. And yes, this little guy counts. So to start us off, let's go with the Psychic type. Given the psychedelic properties of certain fungus, it is honestly a shock that we haven't had a mushroom Pokemon of this type yet. But Michael Ryan went a little bit of a different direction with Sporcerer and Enchanterel from the Fearin region.
Ooh,
As their names and designs imply, these cuties are based on mushrooms and magic users like sorcerers and wizards. They are literally magic mushrooms. To learn more about them, make sure to check out Michael's video linked in the card or in the description. I love mushrooms, y'all. So I went a little crazy with this one and commissioned artists to make the remaining 9 types. I just had so many ideas I wanted to execute on. And if you want to help me pay the artists I work with, hit that join button. On top of my undying appreciation, you get benefits like videos early, a shout out at the end of my videos, or even paying for one Fakemon design a month that you are credited for and receive a high quality image of. So become a member today. Even if it's only the novice tier, any little bit helps me continue to make videos just like these. With that said, for this first design, I worked with Kai Fakemonosaur a long time ago on a normal type mushroom line that was just for a personal commission. But it just worked too well for me to not share it with y'all. So first up, we have Tadstool, the Toadstool Pokemon, a grass normal type. A toad and a mushroom in one design? Now I know the cottagecore people are popping off. This little guy is...
You know what? I actually like this thing. You can almost find that just hopping along in your garden in the autumn.
Based on Criminy mushrooms and the stage between Tadpole and Frog that is called a Froglet, which I think is just an adorable name for it. Tadstool is also based around the same concept as Fomantis and Lurantis, which is defensive mimicry. It's a fungus Pokemon that has grown to look like a frog so that bug Pokemon won't prey on it. It hangs around swampy areas in which it can provide itself nutrition safely even with the abundance of its natural predators. At level 22, Tadstool evolves into Crowcap, the Bog Bell Pokemon. It's so happy! And rightfully so. It has grown big enough that being the prey really isn't a worry for it. And with its big old lily pad feet, it can walk across the pond water with ease. Its category is one of its added inspirations, which is the Bog Bell mushroom. This mushroom grows near swamps throughout North America and Europe. Its beard is a reference to a different kind of plant called the String of Frogs. Aside from sounding like the name of a 90s ska band...
String of Frogs, huh. Oh yeah, if you actually kind of look at the leaves like this one here, it actually does look like a frog when viewed from above. Huh, not bad.
This plant most definitely lives up to its name and infuses even more froggy goodness into this design. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know your favorite design of the video. For the next few types, I worked with the artist Trainer Rex. Make sure to check out their link and the rest of the artists for this video in the description, as they all do incredible work. In the early days of creating my India-based Pokemon region, Devar, there was a name for an Ice-type mushroom Pokemon that popped into my head, and I've just not been able to shake it, so I decided to take this opportunity to make the design to match the name. So without further ado, allow me to introduce Icecap, the Summit Head Pokemon, an Ice Grass type.
Icecap.
Look at this poor guy. It has to hold the weight of its massive noggin 24/7, or it will topple over and can't get up without help. This refers to the Greek titan Atlas, who is condemned to hold up the world for eternity by the Greek gods. While this design might not look entirely mushroom-like, it is based on the shaggy mane mushroom, which to me looked like a Frostcap mountain. The shaggy part is seen in the very poofy-looking snow and ice at the peaks of Icecap's head.
Hell, that mushroom actually looked like the snow was melting, like you could see it in waves.
There is definitely an argument to be made about it being part rock type with how craggy the gray part of its cap looks. Hey, this design is shaggy and craggy. Anyway, we could give it an ability like Rocky Payload to accommodate this. And that would actually give this Pokemon a type advantage triangle within itself, which is a pretty fun concept. I also realize this is the second Pokemon in a row with Cap in its name, but there are a limited amount of fungal related words to make punny names out of, and if you know this channel at all, you know I have to make puns. It's in my DNA, and I'm a dad. It's my blessing and my curse.
I guess maybe your channel shouldn't be Prog Magic, it should be Pun Magic.
For the electric type, I took inspiration from, trigger warning for Pokemon news channels, the Glimwood Tangle. This area is one of the most unique and interesting areas in any Pokemon game. Same with Ballonlea, but for cities. Bioluminescent mushrooms definitely do exist in real life too, so I wanted to make a Pokemon that would fit in dark forests where mushrooms tend to grow. So here is Watake, the luminary Pokemon.
And it's based around the shiitake mushroom, aka the primary mushroom of Japan itself.
Electric type. Ha! Not the only one anymore, Rotom. Wait. This joke feels familiar. Anyway, Watake uses its light bulb-esque cap to light the dim parts of the forest for itself and other Pokemon, who may not have the best eyesight in the dark. With the light bulb being where the head is, it also refers to that light bulb idea moment in cartoons, and it would definitely have Illuminate as an ability. Morlul and Shiinotic? Never heard of them. Haha. Anyway, at level 26, Watake evolves into Lampella, the luminous Pokemon. This Pokemon takes what Watake does and adds in some style points, with its cap being based on stained glass lampshades while also having a little Watake cap for its tail. This dude is such a little creature and I love it. With the glamour of this mushroom, I would have Illuminate become Bruxious' signature ability, Dazzling. There is absolutely no hiding with this Pokemon around. Its bright head lights up an entire acre of forest, much to the
Dude, imagine if these guys came in like different colors. You could get like a full team of them and just have a non-stop rave in the deepest parts of the forest. Now that's gonna be awesome.
Dismay of any nocturnal Pokemon living there.
Please, someone, take my words, draw that. Make a GIF, make an animation, if you have to, I don't care. But please, Mushroom Rave, please!
Speaking of nocturnal, you know what else is rumored to only come out at night? Aliens. There are a variety of different types of extraterrestrial life that have been shown throughout media over the years. And many have said that the way mushrooms act feels not of this world. So combine those concepts and you get something like Mycelium, the gray Pokemon, a pure steel type. Yes, this is the first fungus Pokemon without the grass type. I think Nacli was definitely a sign we can have mushroom-adjacent Pokemon without the need for the grass type. Just like there are bug...
I mean, Nacli is literally only mushroom-shaped. It's not a mushroom. It's salt.
Adjacent Pokemon without being the bug type. Anyway, the mushroom this guy takes from are gray oyster mushrooms. Like many mushrooms, gray oysters are saprophagous, meaning they feed on decaying plant life. Much like how many aliens feed off of humans in one way or another. Where the metal part comes in is that gray oysters bioaccumulate lithium. So when combined with the trope of aliens being slimy, you get a reference to the only liquid metal, mercury. And with Mercury being the name of a planet, it acts as a double reference to aliens. For a triple reference, its general body and eye shape are like the stereotypical gray aliens described in many real-life encounters. Mycelium are an unusual sort of fungus Pokemon. They will only consume the rusted over parts of metal, unlike the similar diet and biostructure of Meltan. Due to this, they are drawn to long abandoned buildings with metal infrastructure, but will usually hide underneath their caps when strangers approach. And that cap becomes its center of operations when at level 38 it evolves into our flying type rep, Shrewfo, the interplanetary Pokemon.
Okay, I like that a lot.
This entire line was based on this name alone. When I came up with it, I absolutely had to make it a reality. It was a need, not a want. The mercury body of Mycelium has now become these slimy arms that intertwine to refer to the tractor beam trope of UFOs, which is used to abduct cows and other life on Earth. And mixes well.
Man, imagine that has someone like having that just resting on the like they have it as a partner, but it so likes to be like up high that it would just commonly be on like top of the person's head to look down and just have a little cute little alien smile. No, why am I loving it?
With the alien ships from War of the Worlds that were biomechanical. Shrewfo can definitely grab its opponents with those slimy arms, which is an experience I imagine feels akin to giving a xenomorph a hug. Shrewfo will absorb Mycelium into its body, acting like a mobile colony, moving around to different locations where they can feed, produce more of themselves, and move on. This would be shown in their signature move, Invade Arts, which would essentially be a steel-type version of Dragon Darts, but could hit up to 3 times and would have a base power of 33. We could give this Pokemon Skill Link to guarantee that 3 times, or even more scarily, give it Technician to boost that 33 base power to a 150. I wanted to switch things up in this video by giving 2 types to 1 Pokemon. With these more general thing-of-every-type style videos, we aren't beholden to 1 type per Pokemon. Though I usually stick to that pattern, I wanted to break it with this video. In any case, next we have a few more designs I worked with Fungusmon on, so once again, make sure to check them out in the description.
Yeah, his name is kind of perfect for this. Fungus.
For the water type, I once again wanted to make a Pokemon that wasn't a grass type, yet was a mushroom. And do you know what kind of underwater creature sure looks like a mushroom? A jellyfish. Game Freak has already made this connection with the tentacle and toadstool lines, and the mushroom jellyfish already exists. So I wanted to make kind of a reverse version of that concept with a jellyfish that looks like a mushroom. With that said, here is Mershroom, the Mer Jelly Pokemon, a pure water type. Its coloration is not only inspired by the mushroom jelly and its typing, but also the porcelain mushroom, which looks remarkably like a jellyfish on land.
It also kind of reminds me of like old-fashioned Paracells.
Okay, so we can all agree this is the most adorable Pokemon of the video so far.
100%.
It has all the tropes of a starter Pokemon. Small body with a big old head and adorable, charming eyes. Those eyes aren't just for show either. It can use them to see incredible distances underwater, while its white top reflects the sun and moonlight, acting as a beacon for its natural prey. Those eyes and head only become more alluring when Mershroom evolves into our ghost-type rep, Sporona, the sea trap Pokemon, a water ghost.
Oh, and it's based around La Llorona. Damn, I have some difficulty saying that. It's a lot of Oh, but wow. You turned something happy and cheerful into the crying lady that's known to drown kids? Damn. I like it.
Type. Is this our second water ghost type jellyfish Pokemon? Yes. Have there been 5 pure fire type simian Pokemon, 6 water rock type fossil Pokemon, 8 bug poison type early root bugs, and 27 normal flying type bird Pokemon? Also yes. In any case, Sporona is based on a couple new things. Mainly the Veiled Lady, whose unique lattice-like cap works well as the tentacles of a jellyfish and acts as a way to loop in a water-based legendary spirit, La Llorona, the sobbing spirit of a bride who can be seen roaming near bodies of water. How she became a spirit is a bit too morbid for this video, seeing as spooky season is over, but
yeah, if you want, I could tell it, and you know what? I'm actually not going to. I want all of y'all out there, if you're curious, to Google it and read for yourself, because the story is, well, a little sad.
I will let you look it up at your own discretion. Anyway, Sporona will lurk sea or lakeside waiting for prey to venture close to the water's edge, which it will then draw them towards itself with their haunting yet enchanting song, which is their signature move, Haunting Voice, which both confuses and drops the defense of a target Pokemon. I wouldn't worry about this move being too broken though, because it would not have fantastic accuracy. For the opposite end of the type spectrum, we have the Fire type, which I wanted to give us another Grass Fire type Pokemon aside from Scovillain. But how to do that? Well, how about cooking? There are many kinds of mushrooms used in cooking. And as a plant-based eater, there is none better than the chicken of the woods, which actually tastes like chicken, yet another ingredient used in cooking. So what if we had a shroom Pokemon that not only tastes like chicken, but looks like a chicken too? Then we would have ourselves something like Shrooster, the Mushplume Pokemon, a grass fire type.
I like
this
that,
fiery fowl, as its category implies, has the plumage made up of chicken of the woods, which it will shed by cooking them, heating up its internal body temperature to do so. Hope you like fried chicken, or in this case, mushroom, because this is yet another signature move, Shroom Snack. A special fire type move which will heal itself and allies by 20% of their HP, and remove the burn condition if applicable. Basically a weaker fire type version of Jungle Healing. Slap Healer, Hospitality, or Natural Cure on this mother clucker and you have yourself a super support Pokemon. I
know it's only based around chicken and probably wouldn't make a sound, but I could imagine that thing on top of a house doing the classic rooster call.
Give it decent attack and defense stats to make it a fun, well-rounded Pokemon to play double battles with. The cooking is not the only fire type aspect of this Pokemon though. It also refers to the fire-breathing chicken yokai by the name of Basa Basa or Basan. The fire breath doesn't actually give off any heat nor ignite things, which is why I went with the internal heating of Shrooster's plumage, as it is heat without fire. But Shrooster would definitely learn Flamethrower and actually be a chicken able to breathe flames. Last but certainly not least, we have the dragon type. How does one make a dragon and mushroom work together design-wise? Well, we could go with the Dragon Claw mushroom, which grow in tight clustered clumps from a central base.
What the heck is that?
They don't exactly scream mushroom Pokemon and don't have that shape that many associate with them. We can certainly bring that in as an inspiration by giving it claws and the move Dragon Claw, but I want more. Well, how about the red Flyagaric? This is what most people think of when they hear the word mushroom, and was made even more famous by the Super Mario Bros. This fungus is also associated with the
It's also highly poisonous, don't actually eat it.
Deity of Slavic paganism known as Veles or Volos, a god of the underworld, earth, water, and livestock who has been both imagined as a bearded Odin-like horned humanoid, and as a chimeric dragon creature by Slavs.
Damn!
So let's mix all those together to get Dragaric, the spotted Pokemon, a dragon grass type, which at level 35 evolves into Eldaric, the bearded Pokemon. These two are similar to Paras and Parasect in that they have fungus growing on them. But unlike them, rather than being parasitically symbiotic, they are mutualistically symbiotic. The mushrooms feed on the draconic energy this line produces, and then the shrooms produce nutrition to the Pokemon so they don't have to eat, which makes it easier to make more draconic energy, becoming a cycle. Additionally, while the beard or fur of this line could just act as mycorrhizas or mushroom roots, it is actually inspired by the lion's mane or bearded tooth fungus, which grow in clumps of long dangling spines, which live up to their their namesake in appearance.
Oh,
I actually wanted to
100%.
give these two a signature ability called Mush Rush, which would double the speed of these Pokemon when in the rain
Mush
or
Rush.
grassy terrain, as mushrooms prefer to grow in raining conditions and can grow in fields where manure is present. And that was a mushroom of every type.
Honestly, you don't even need me manure. Every time in spring out in my front yard, a lot of those white button mushrooms everywhere.
Thanks so much to our incredible members whose names you can see on screen for supporting this channel with their hard-earned money, which you can also do by hitting that join button. Thanks so very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.
Alright everyone, well that's going to be the end of today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of y'all next time when we flick back on. Till then, this is Fox, signing out, peace.